Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. I just have a quick little sample clip from our members section for the video swing chart. So if you're brand new, you don't know what we do here, it's all about learning to trade stocks, options, and being better on the stock market. So you can check out some of those members offerings that we have in the membership section when you go ahead and go to tradersfly.com. So head on over there, and then there'll be a membership section there. You can click that link, and it'll link you right up to all the offerings that we have. Now, there's also some great books and courses that we have available if you want to ramp things up, your trading, your education, all that good stuff. Check those out as well. In either case, let's get started. I'll share with you a quick clip and give you some insight on directly from the members section. So this is a quick little clip. For the members areas, you get the full clip and the full access to the whole video. Keep in mind, none of these are recommendations to buy, sell, or trade stocks, just my own personal opinion. So to give you some insight on what's going on right now, we are down on the futures about 10 points. It's been kind of coming up a little bit, but I'm doing this a little bit earlier just because I have a couple things I need to take care of. So hopefully all is well on your end. It's Tuesday. And you can see there it is. The futures are kind of getting back to 8. They were down 12, then 10, then bouncing around. So let's check out some of these things. I'll give you some thoughts and takes on them. Keep in mind, we have some classes coming up very soon when it comes to option trading as well. So register for those. If we don't have enough attendees, we'll just go ahead and refund you your money, and then we won't have the class. But if you're interested in joining some classes, go ahead and check that out at our website at learn.com. All right, so let's check out some charts. I'll give you some thoughts and takes and insights here. First off, when you look at the S&P, we just continue to ramp up to higher prices. That always scares me a little bit. So I always reduce the cash. I always increase the cash position, and I reduce the overall exposure lightly. Doesn't mean you can't be long exposed because the market naturally inflates, right? Cars continue to increase in price. You look at a pack of or hamburgers, houses, they all continue to inflate. That's inflation. So same thing with companies. They naturally continue to inflate, and the Fed keeps injecting billions and trillions of dollars into the markets. It's a hot potato game. Hey, you hold it, you hold it. Oh, then the next Fed guy comes out. Oh, you hold it, you hold it. And then by the time the last Fed guy comes out, oh, well, the potato exploded, right? So that's really what's going to happen here is the same thing. Eventually, it just takes time. But in the meantime, let's check out some stocks here, and let's start out with Activision. So when I look at this stock, you can see we had a huge sell-off. Here is kind of our initial channel that was moving. So there's kind of that channel action. There was a breakdown right here. So this was our breakdown on the stock, and then we've had some right here, stair-step patterns right there that were being created. So overall stock appears to be coming back. Here's a little rounding bottom. So I'd say I'm more neutral on the stock, and if you want to swing trade it a little bit, you could say, hey, I'm going to be a little bullish, but just keep in mind, watch these stair-step patterns. Watch the stair-step patterns, and that's how you trade this stock. So that's ultimately what you're looking to do with this stock, is that with the stair-step pattern, see if it'll continue. I would be a little more cautious here as you get into some higher prices, like around the 70 or even a little bit higher around the 85. That's going to be a bit of your resistance area over here. But nevertheless, the other ones right now are more of the support areas. Okay. All right, let's check out Etsy. Also another one haven't mentioned or chatted about in a little bit. This was our key support level we were talking about in the past. So if you're watching this one, that's what you're looking at. Here's our main resistance level. So if you're looking at resistance, that's really what you're watching. Here's another little breakout area here that you're looking at. It looks good. Volume, bullish volume is picking up a bit. So that looks good. And overall, the stock, if you look at this bigger picture, from here to here to here, it's really a sideways consolidation pattern when you look at it that way. And that sideways consolidation pattern is what's been going on and happening. And now we're continuing to bounce. We are bouncing at this lower end or lower level. And this looks good for the stock. And especially if you're playing it more on the bounces and that kind of thing, I would say I'd be a little more bullish on this one. As long as you can stay above that $40 level, that would be the key. But This is your line in the sand, as they would call it. That's the line you draw, and if it gets below that, then step aside. So other than that, looks good. Facebook this last week continues to ramp up and blow past it. We talked about the other week. If it gets above it with good volume, then it could be a nice point. You might have nibbled here a little bit because the bullish volume looks okay, but it's not anything great. So if you got in it with light shares, maybe that is working out well. But just be a little cautious again until the volume picks up. Other than that, it's looking good. So stock looks good for higher prices as it broke above the resistance. Now the good news would be if the volume picks up. So that would be great. If it does come back to the 210 and bounce, that's also pretty good and possible. So that's what I would watch here in the stock. Other than that, I'd say I'm bullish on it, but just with some caution on the break and with the weakened volume. It's a little bit lighter, not crazy light, but a little bit lighter. Let's look at GoDaddy here. All right, so I hope this video gave you some insights to what we do behind the scenes on the members section. And of course, if you're brand new to the channel, feel free to subscribe by clicking the face icon here, or join us on our mailing list so that way you get notified as we release new things, new promos, discounts, coupons, courses, books, live classes, live webinars, all that good stuff. All right, thanks again, and I will see you next time.